How's it going, guys? Randall, aka Shizukatz here on the Tressa's Collectibles channel, here with, as always...
What's up, guys? Mike here.
And today we're going to be going into our third game for our Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl gameplay block. I'm going to be playing a new spin on an old favorite, the Lv1 Kaede Standby Combo. However, in this deck, we're not going into just an ordinary gate top end. We're going to be going into the new Pants Climax Combo with the new Lv3 Shouko. So the Kaede combo being just a on-reverse salvage Climax combo, while the Lv3 Shouko from the new set being an on-play healer and experience 6, she gets to on-attack Mocha the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, being able to look at whatever's there and get rid of any climaxes, and also gain some additional power until end of turn.
Yeah. And then she also gets to check one from our own
Oh,
deck,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Really being able to deal that precise amounts of damage to try to get that guaranteed 3 in. On my end, I'm going to be playing post second ban list Kaguya. This is the list that is post the Kei Runner getting off the list. So now the choice is you have to choose between the Hayasaka and the level 0 Chika Riki. So instead of playing the good old standby gate that you guys are so accustomed to, this time we are going to be playing Chika choice. And then going with the level 1 Chika Climax Combo into the level 3 Chika Climax Combo. Level 1 Chika Climax Combo is on attack, I believe.
I believe it's when you
No, it's
play
on
the
Climax play. Yeah, on Climax play, I can choose one of the two effects. I can kill one of his cost 0 or lowers in the front row, or she gets on reverse salvage. And then the level 3 Climax Combo for the Chika is on play heal, 500 per every other, and then on reverse pay 3, discard 2, and burn X, where X equals the number of Love Detective events in my waiting room twice. So going for that big finishing turn, but I do need a lot of resources, and also I do need to reverse. But if we can get that off, especially given that we can discard Love Detectives for her cost, she can deal out quite a bit of consistent damage there.
Alright.
Yeah, so frankly speaking, I don't think either of these decks are going to be, contenders for what people consider to be, even the best in their respective sets. But given that Kaguya just got its ban list taken off, I think it's nice to try this kind of thing once in a while. And then for the standby deck, the standby deck is probably a bit outclassed by other standby options nowadays. Yeah, and especially needing a reverse at level 1 for either of our decks is a bit hard to ask for, given that 1/1 exists. But that doesn't mean we can't play them. So
I do want to note the addition of some new tech, the memory kit counter, which is notoriously useful with a bodyguard into certain matchups. So like, if you're playing against some certain decks like 8 Pants Reiner or like Tokyo Revengers, you're just like, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah, and the cool thing is they can't side. Yeah, because the game mechanic rules are if the bodyguard is in the center position, all of your opponent's characters have to front it, and they also cannot side. Or basically just all your characters have to front into that bodyguard. So really play it around your opponent trying to, maybe like triple side, be a bit cheeky with Reiner, or, their final turn with Mikey and stuff. So
yeah, you're going to say no to that real fast.
Yeah.
This does have a nice advantage in that regard. It's basically the only deck, I think, in English that can really do that.
Anywhere near a competitive level, I would say.
Yeah, like
there might be one here and there. I don't know if Lock Horizon has a memory kick counter. I don't think they do.
The only other thing you could realistically do is like Reinhardt, because he has built-in memory kick, I guess. But we haven't seen too much
ReZero recently.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of Weiss. If you just want to rep your favorite set, maybe they have some options for the current meta. Yeah. All right. Rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I will be going first. These are cards. No choice target for me to discard, unfortunately, but yeah, we'll discard 2.
Okay, I'm just gonna discard 1.
Okay. Draw for turn. Alright, let's block and draw 2. Start with good old Kei Runner. She's back, baby. Direct. No choice. Oh, choice, actually.
Actual targets.
Actual targets.
All right, for 2, cancel on 2. Draw for turn.
Go ahead.
And the reason that I kept this particular card in my hand is to clock for potential experience, as we do want experience 6 at level 3 in this deck.
Yeah.
Potentially level 2 if this ends up getting standbyed out.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and start prepping that now. Let's see, what will we go here for our play? So unfortunately, we don't have anything that can avoid Kei Runner on the next turn. So the best we can do is try to just... Maybe Mike gets unlucky and misses the mill. So we'll go with the level 0 Tomoe. On play, I can look at the top 2 cards of my deck and rearrange them in any order. And I'm going to... this tough choice indeed. I think we'll do it this way. And then on attack I can give 1500 anywhere, so if he does miss, I will be able to...
This deck does run 4 events, so...
Yeah. So I'll go into attack phase now.
Okay, so activate Kei's effect, Mill Runner, and mills herself, so I will move to another slot.
Okay, and then I'll direct power to herself, and this is going to be for 3 and standby,
Ooh.
and I'm going to standby out the 1-0 combo.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. 3's good.
And over to you.
Draw for turn. It is at this point that I'm considering not clocking.
Wow.
That seems fine. Okay, no clock. Just because I took a 3 and I think I'm set up for my resources for a while. So, going to play a Chika Riki on play, pay 1 clock myself, search my deck for level 1 or lower, and we'll grab the level 1 Chika.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Since I do have the K, we'll be a bit greedy. We'll be a bit less greedy, I guess. So we'll get a Brainstorm and we'll attack with it. So the Chika Brainstorm is on play. If you don't have another Shuching, she just dies, but then she is a Salvage Brainstorm. And she is Chika Ne, which will matter. So let's... second effect of Chika on play, reveal top. Choice, huh? Oh, awkward.
Huh.
Alright, I guess we're playing Brainstorm. Alright, Brainstorm. And I'll salvage 1. For a lack of better things to get, I think I'm just gonna get another runner. Okay. Let's go with this setup. And start attacking. Dark attack?
Are you sure you don't want to...
I considered it, but I'm good.
Alright.
Dark attack for 2.
Take 2.
And dark attack for 2.
Okay, nice. 3-2.
There it goes.
I was going to say, I would like to... Every time I say, like, hey, look, this is going to go into my clock so I can level it for experience, and then I immediately cancel.
And immediately cancel.
Immediately. It always happens. Every single time. It's crazy.
Okay. We'll front with K.
Yep.
That's 1.
Take 1.
And then I'm going to move the Chika to the back row.
Okay, so we are playing at level 0 for another turn here then. Draw for turn. We'll clock the 3-2 Futaba. Draw 2. Huh. Alright. This does give us some more options with what we want to do right now. I'm going to start with a level 0 Shouko Bomb. And on play, she mills 2. And then if I mill a Climax, I choose one of my opponent's characters, give it -1k for the turn. So I will give -1k to K.
1k to K.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then she's also a bottom deck bomb. Let's follow that up with playing... Do I want to Brainstorm or do I want to potentially use this effect? I don't have any super good targets in my waiting room right now. So I think it's probably fine to go for a brainstorm here.
Okay.
So I'll use brainstorm. Pay that out. And we miss.
But there's another standby target potentially.
Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'm going to... How many cards in hand? You have...
6.
6.
6 in hand.
How much do I care about killing both of these Kei Runners? Do I really care that much? Not particularly.
I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. It says the player owning these cards. You don't need to kill them.
Let's see. So I think I will try to kill both.
Okay.
So what we'll do is I'll play the My level 0. On play, she mills 2, and if I mill a climax, I give 1500 anywhere. And I did, so I'll give 1500 here. And then I'll move this up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Oh, wait, no, I can't.
There's no red?
Yeah. That's fine. I can just settle for killing your board. Then... Actually, no. In that case, we're just going to keep this here.
Yeah, because you would have wanted the extra value from getting the potential reverse, right?
Yeah. All right. With that, I will go to attack phase.
You don't want to put that there?
Doesn't matter. Oh, to try to kill both?
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, in case I mill, because I...
Yeah.
All right. Mill. Okay, we'll move this. And this is fine.
Okay.
Actually, no. This is not fine. I would rather get sent to waiting room. All right, I'll mill with this.
She's getting sent to waiting room either way. I'm 2k here.
All right, but you could bottom deck me, right?
No, I'm 2k here. You're 1k.
Oh, right. Okay,
She's just dead.
I'll die to Mai.
Okay. All right. We'll front attack here for 1.
Sounds good.
And then we'll direct attack here for 2.
Yeah, 1 cancel. All right, we're taking things slow. Draw for turn. Do I really need to clock? Probably. Okay, let's clock. Clock. And level for yellow. So let's get rid of the 1/0 Chika. Yeah. Draw 2. Alright. Not too bad. Let's start with a Kaguya Climax Swapper. On play, I can pay 1. Discard a climax to salvage a climax. So this way we can get our choice, which is our level 1 combo. And then her second effect on play can top check 2 and rearrange.
Now the question becomes, is Mike going to play over things to level 1 combo, or is he just going to play 1 Chika and level 1 combo? Or is he just not going to combo?
Okay. Next, Love Detective. So Love Detective is... I can look at up to the top 4. I can only play her if I have a Chika. Look at up to top 4, add 1 character. So let's grab the level 0 Chika. So I am out quite a bit of climaxes, so I want to get through my deck that way.
Would you like to bounce one of my characters?
I will... I considered it, but I will have to decline.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
You're not sure?
Okay. Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 13. I'm an out 4. For the sake of getting rid of this climax, I'm going to play a level 0 Chika that is a discard bond to the Love Detective event. You know what, I'm actually going to play over the level 0 Chika with it.
Sure.
And then grab the event.
Yep. Gotta get them clean cut lanes.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use it. Okay, and I'll grab a Chika.
Okay, would you like to bounce one this time?
Not this time.
Okay.
Maybe next time though.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think this particular positioning is what I want to go with.
Okay.
This way. Okay. Let's just attack.
Okay.
So start with a front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for 2.
1, 2. We're gonna level the blue level 3.
Yeah. Would you like the bomb?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, you're not reversed.
Oh yeah. And then we'll front here.
Mm-hmm.
For 1.
Take 1.
Okay, so here we are tied, and I'll move the Chika back.
Yep.
And then direct. Choice. Let's choice a K healer to stock.
Okay.
Okay.
Take 1. All right. I will.
Direct.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
two. Okay, cancel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Draw for a turn. All right, we're gonna clock this Kaede for red. I can only get 1 combo anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna particularly miss the second copy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. This is quite a hand. This is definitely one of the hands of all time. All right, we're going to to do this.
All right, this was not within the realm of my expectations, but
all right, we'll play the standby and we'll bring out the 2/2,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll give 500 level here, and we'll go to attack phase.
Yeah, I have no action.
So I'll front attack, and we'll see how the damage goes first. We'll direct first for 3.
1, 2, 3. 3's good.
And then we'll direct here for 3.
1, 2, 3. 3's good.
Hammer you out.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4 bars in waiting room.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, actually no, I'm just out.
4 bars in waiting room, right?
Yeah. 4 bars in waiting room.
Okay, all right. Front. 2. Standby deck, by the way.
No, I missed. I definitely thought I had 1 more, but I failed to account for the 1 in my hand.
Slightly important.
Slightly important. Not too bad, all things considered.
Okay.
I still have the compression.
I'm going to grab... Do I want to grab this? Or do I want to be responsible?
It's being responsible, grabbing something you can play at level 1.
Something like that. I'll grab the drop salvage. We'll be responsible.
Okay. Alright, so that's 2. Refresh point first. Level. Let's level... Let's level experience. So we have experience 4 for Shirogane, and then this is for 2. 2's good.
Mm-hmm.
Draw for turn. Alright, so we do want to pay out 1 stock this turn.
Are you going to clock this turn?
No. Alright, so might as well brainstorm. Hit 1. That's fine. Alright, let's grab an anti-change counter. This is a discard 2 anti-change. And then Play 3 characters.
Are they 3 of the... Oh, they are not.
Nope. It's fine though, I'll be a full hand after this.
Okay.
See, anything else I want to do? Nope, that sounds good.
Okay.
Unless I want to go, I don't want to go overhand necessarily. Yeah, just in case I trigger.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll choose the on-reverse salvage effects for both of my Chikas and front for 3.
1, 2, 3. Take it.
Salvage the level 3 Chika. Add to him. Front for 2.
1, 2. There it is. All right, so we finally got our Kaede into our level zone. Nice.
Okay. And then for this, I'll grab the level 0 stock swapper, Kaguya. And then front, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh boy.
You're not the only one that's out.
We can be out together. Alright, here we go.
All right, so you have how much hand?
I have 6 hand.
Okay, and the cards you grabbed were anti-change and... Oh, wait, no. You had that.
So, yeah. These
Okay,
three.
yeah.
I salvaged this off of Brainstorm and grab these.
Yeah, okay. All right, drop a turn. So I'm refreshing with 7, missing a standby.
Okay.
Problem?
Yeah, so the things that I'm thinking about right now is a way to deal with Futaba in case she comes down and goes to level 3. Fortunately, he just refreshed, so maybe he will have a bit of a hard time getting that Futaba in clock. But if he does get it, I will need to find additional sources of power boost to be able to contest the Futaba. But we'll see what he does first.
All right, let's start by playing this... Actually, no. Let's start with playing this Kaede, and then we'll play this Mai. We'll use her on-play effect to mill 2. Milled a climax, so we will give power to herself.
Okay.
And then I'll use her ability, pay 1, discard 3/2 Koga, and then I will get back this runner.
Yeah, so that's just for the purpose of discarding the Koga so we can stand by, right?
Yeah, and then I'll give power here.
Okay.
So we'll move things around a little bit. And... I'm going to put the runner in the back for the extra power on the Koga, because she gets 1,000 for each of my other characters. Actually, do we want to? If I hit a second standby, then...
Then you minus.
Well, if I hit a second standby, then I probably just wouldn't be able to salvage anything or bring out anything anyways, because...
You only have 2 targets.
Yeah, so I'm going to standby this out, and then if I... Actually, you know what we'll do is... I'm going to not play this, and then if I hit a standby, I'll bring this out, and if I don't hit a standby, I'll just salvage it. So we'll do
Either way, you'll get that value.
Yeah. All right, so... All right, so we'll play standby, and I'm going to put this here.
Okay.
So we'll start with a front here at 3/5, 5/5, 5/5.
5/5, yeah.
Yeah, for 1.
Okay. 1's good.
All right, and then we'll go here for 2, for 3.
1, 2, 3. 3's good.
And then with our last attack, I'll front for 1.
1, cancel.
And then I'll salvage this.
Okay. Okay. Took a bit of damage, but luckily we are still at level 2, so that's more than we can ask for. Alright. We get back to the awkward part of Kaguya, where if we want to early play, it's like if you have 2 less climaxes, you can early play everything, but if you don't, nothing. I could brainstorm a bunch of times, but that doesn't really feel like it's worth it. I think I would rather just play 3 chumps and attack. Can we contest the level 1? It's 5/5. Don't think we can. Cards in hand?
6.
6. Okay, at this point I don't think killing his guys is of the utmost importance anymore. Okay, let's start with the Chika and see what my top deck is. So I'm play reveal top, and I will give 2k to the level 0 Chika Brainstorm. So let me put that there so it can be slightly bigger than the mine. And then play a stock swap. Not going to use the on-play effect for the stock swap, but she does have twin drive, so in case I trigger a climax on the second attack, I can pay out that choice. Alrighty.
Let's go.
Front attack for 1.
Take the 1.
Let's front here. Goldbar. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 stock right now, so I don't necessarily need to blind stock if I don't have to. It is a bit of a risk to blind stock. If I blind stock, I would want to twin drive, and twin driving means I just trigger more climaxes, potentially. I'm not going to blind stock.
Okay,
Yeah.
for 1. Cancel.
Okay, and then I'll front, no twin drive, for 2.
1, 2. And I take 2, and I'm going to level green in case I do draw that Futaba early play.
Okay, here we go.
Or not Futaba early play, Futaba bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
Yeah, alright, draw for turn. I'll clock this 2/2. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Say hello.
There she is.
She is here. She is indeed here. So while she's in the center slot, she gains 4,000 power, making her currently 14/5. And then she has bodyguard if I'm at level 3 or higher. And she has on either player's turn, on reverse, I can pay 1, discard 1 to burn 1. How many climaxes are you out?
I am out 4.
It's like you're out 4?
I'm out 4.
How many of each?
3 choice, 1 Goldbar, and I triggered a Goldbar.
Okay, and you have a really small deck. Small-ish.
Small-ish.
8 card deck. Let's heal down a bit. So I'll start with Shouko, and that will allow us to heal 1. And then for our second healer, I'll play the 5, 4. Yeah, this is fine. Wait, is it 1, 4, 3, 4, pay 2? Yeah, this is fine. All right, so I'll play the Kaede, pay 2, heal 1, and then reveal the top card of my deck. It's a level 1 or lower, so it goes to stock.
Yeah. But even if it didn't go to stock, you would have had enough for double Shouko next turn regardless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, I think, what you're checking for?
Yeah. All right, so we're going to put the Shouko in the front row because if we trigger standby, we want to be able to standby here, probably a second copy of the Koga.
Or not.
What do you mean?
Or you can just not.
What do you mean? All right.
Don't you want to trigger clean?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have this and I want this. So, do I want to trigger clean? No.
No.
No, I don't.
That's
No.
fair enough. All right. Monkey paw curls and you trigger 3.
Bet.
Bet?
All right.
All right.
We'll go with... does order matter? I'll front here first.
Yeah.
Stand
All
by.
right, that's 1.
Stand by out this for 3.
3, cancel.
Okay, and then I will direct here for 3.
Oh, no bet. 1, 2, cancel.
And then we will direct here for 3.
1, 2, cancel. Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Draw for turn. That's a cool 16-5.
Yep. It is indeed.
Dot dot dot. Not having a way to access my deck is a bit awkward. How do I get over 16-5 pre-counter? Okay. I think I need to clock, but the awkward part about clocking is I lose my love detectives. What if I don't clock and I just brainstorm to hit level 3? I don't think I even have enough resources if I do that.
How many times have you not clocked this game? Like 4?
I think just like 2. Probably just 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10 stock. If I brainstorm, go to 9 stock. Play 3 level 3s. Go to 3 stock. Oh boy. Yeah, that 16-5 is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I just chill. Again.
One more chill.
One more time, I chill again.
Okay, I'm gonna check your waiting room.
Yeah. The problem is Futaba has burn 1.
She do.
She definitely do. What is this? Discard 1?
Pay 1, discard 1.
Pay 1, discard 1. You have the stock for it too. Play 2. Okay, I think the most I can hope for is 2 reverses. Okay, we're gonna go with the line that can hopefully reverse the Futaba, which means I need to clock. I'm gonna clock, level, and draw the last 2 cards in my deck, and I'm going back with 7.
Yeah. Alright. How many cards in hand?
8.
Okay. Let's see what you can cook up.
Okay. We'll start with a heal, because that's always happening here.
So this Chika gets 500 for every other, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to brainstorm. 1, 2.
Oh, what the heck is that?
That whiffs. If anything like that, well, that is step 1, but I kind of need to go through several more steps here. Okay.
So, for those of you who don't know, the level 3 Chika, for her effect, burns for X twice, where X is the number of love detectives in the waiting room, and Mike just put all of the detectives in the waiting room, basically. All the ones he wants. 3 twice is probably the optimal number.
I need to hit a brainstorm.
No, you don't.
I need to hit a brainstorm, and I also need to find one of 2 specific cards. So I'm going to have to brainstorm again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello?
Oh, whoa.
Hello?
Oh, that's not good. I think we're chilling.
Excuse me?
Alright, we're chilling this turn. We can't do anything.
Yep. This looks like chilling to me.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing we could have done. Alright, so we'll go ahead and front that this actually fronts the Futaba since she's a bodyguard. So this is front for 1.
Take one.
Would you like to burn?
I will not burn one.
Okay. Let's front with the Chika. Choice. Let's grab some hand. So let's grab a Miyuki.
Cards in hand now?
5.
Okay, for 2.
For 2.
Take 2.
Would you like to burn?
No.
I'll pass.
Okay, let's stand and draw.
We're just gonna go for a 2-turn kill here.
I think I will clock. Yeah, I'll clock. Draw 2. Let's activate Koga's effect. When both of us are at level 3, I can pay 5 and we both heal 4, but
Okay.
you have nothing to heal, so I'll just heal. Let's see. How risky of a play is this? I have no standbys left in my deck. Is it time to go for big brain plays?
How big of a brain are we talking about here?
Standbying over this.
With a Shouko?
With us, Shouko. And only attacking twice. It's definitely a play I'm considering. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
Standby Shouko here.
Okay.
Attack phase.
Might as well mill. Okay, so we'll move here.
Alright, let's go with a direct. I'll get the pants for 4.
1, 2, 3, cancel.
And then direct here for 3.
1, 2, 3. Three's good. Okay, this certainly seems like it's very likely to be final turn. Draw for turn. That's what we needed. Okay. Do we have the hand for this? 1, 2, 3. We're playing these 3. No, we need clock. Okay, well, clock for turn. Draw 2. Okay. Start with the Shirogane. On play, he gets 4/5 and no counters.
Yeah.
And then we'll play a Chika. On play, reveal top.
Okay.
So since it is not a character, I do not get to give 2 K power, but do I have? Okay. Going to play over the Chika with a healer. On play heal, and then going to brainstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Salvage 2. Salvage a Chika. And something that can guarantee me the Chika.
Cards nine?
This will be 6.
Okay.
6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I can still miss actually. Okay. And then we'll play the Kaguya to top strike 2. Thank God. Rearrange.
Would you have missed if you...
Alright, play reveal top, and I'll give Shiogane 2k.
So he is 16k now.
16k, yeah. And then... let me think. I have 3 stock right now. And I'll generate 1 attack to 4, pay 2, down to 2. Yeah, this will be enough. Okay. Let's see, this is 11, 12. Is this even enough? 11, 12, 14 to your 12. So if you have a counter, that's still just bigger. Oh, man. Scoops! Doesn't seem like I have much option here. I needed to not whiff my Chika in order to guarantee both Miyuki reverse and a Chika reverse. But I don't think I can do that. Even if I give another 2k to the 3-2 Chika, she only gets up to 14k on attack. Against the 12k on defense. And I'm not going to put him on not having a counter either, like he 100% has a counter.
What do you mean?
Okay, we're just gonna play another Shiogane.
Sure.
Alright, and then this way we'll be able to get 2 clock shoots, and that'll just be it. Alright. 1k1, and then front for 3. So this
17k.
is 17k.
1 cancel.
Okay, so we'll pay 2, discard, clock shoot.
Okay.
And then front, choice, and all stock. So that's for 3.
1 cancel.
How many up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, we'll pay 2, discard 1, and clock shoot that as well. And then this front, this is 12 for 3.
And I'll pay 1 and use this counter to go up to 15 to your 12.
Yep.
For 3.
Yeah, and refreshing 7.
Okay. So I need 3 to win.
Sounds like the job for Shouko.
Yep.
There you go. Fresh point. Okay.
Okay. Cut.
Oh, here.
Refresh. And then take these. Alright.
Alrighty, that was my final stand.
Draw for turn. Alright, let's move this here, let's move this here.
Play
a
one so dude.
Play a thing. Play this, mill 2. Okay. Minus power here, I guess. Is there anything else to do?
Not that I can think of.
Not really. Nothing else to do. Yep, 3, 3, 3. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, direct here for 3.
Hopefully I can cancel. So we can show off the and then...
All right, here, let's we'll see what would happen.
Okay. Level.
Yeah. All right. So I'll pay 2, and then I'll use her effect.
Okay.
So I look at up to 3. All right. So we kill that one.
And then the rest go on top
For 3, and then I also get 2,500. So I'm like.
You wanted to leave that there, right? Because you get the top check too.
I would leave this here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like assuming you like cancel the first one, right? Then I would want to leave this here.
Yeah. All right. So
All right.
that sticks.
Let's see if we can make 3 stick. For 3.
All right,
You're
nice.
just like super omega
Right.
dead.
And I draw, and I'll clock for turn.
And go to level 5.
Level 5.
Yeah. So what I think is really nice about this particular card is that despite having like a pretty high cost for her climax combo, the fact that you can do the strategies like that where like you can standby out copies to the front row or even to the back row, and then sometimes even have it sit behind like the futaba, I think is a pretty nice way that you can play this particular endgame. In this particular matchup, you were able to just get like absolutely massive against like the average deck,
you normally can't even challenge the Futaba. So.
Yeah. So against like a typical matchup, if you're able to assemble a board like it doesn't even have to be double of this back row, but like something like this, then usually it means that these are like completely safe. So I think that's a pretty nice way to play this deck. And then I think that the standby level 1 is definitely the way to go if you want to play the Shouko level 3, because getting the experience specifically for these two colors is really easy, because the Kaede is like a really strong red card that you would want to play in a lot of Bunny Girl Senpai decks anyway.
So I would probably say that you want to go with like red, blue, or just like blue,
or
like blue, like so like
blue
basically
level,
we always want to play the Kaede, so that's always going to be one of our experience.
Yeah, so it's either like red into blue or blue
blue level 1 into blue level 3, but you still have red.
Yeah.
So that would be like Futaba level 1, or if you want to play like Shouko level 1, I guess, but something blue.
Yeah,
so we can fit the curve.
Yeah, I definitely think that because in the past I've done some testing around to try to make choice level 1 into Shouko level 3 work, and the biggest issue that I had with that is that the level 3 options to try to put into your experience for yellow were
not great.
They were really not great.
Yeah, so you have like the 3/2 Mai early play healer from set 2 that is 9/5, unless you have 3 memory, so she's 9/5. So she's just 9/5.
And then there's like Sunset Sky is like alright.
Yeah, it's okay.
The Sunset Sky Mai. And then what I was actually doing was I was running level 3 Nodoka combo without the combo, because she was a top check 3 and a level 3 yellow.
That wouldn't be too bad, honestly. I mean, that's probably fine.
It wasn't too bad. I would actually, something that I've actually entertained is potentially trying a 4-2-2 line where you actually do run 2 copies of the Nodoka combo and 2 copies of this combo.
Oh, okay,
so, I think that is something that could be experimented with in the future. It's not something that I thought of at the time, but yeah, I definitely think that as far as simplicity and like cleanliness sake, I think that the red level 1 into the 3 is a pretty solid way to go. So how about your deck though? Because you're playing a deck that like when the set first came out, you could have just built this entire deck basically. So but here we are now, once Kei has come off the restriction list, bringing this kind of deck back. What are your thoughts on it?
So basically my idea about like if you wanted to play Kaguya, this is basically if we want to play Kaguya, because I would my opinion right now is that Kaguya with just the set 1 alone is not very competitive. But if we had to examine your options in terms of the current meta right now, this is probably a better build than Standby, because the Standby also needs to reverse, so you're still losing to the 1/1 Nino, and then it's a Standby, so you're not going to be able to push damage. Your 2/2 Ishigami is always going to get reversed by like 2/2 Nino. There's a lot of permanent removal hate right now with all the back row Itsuki and stuff. So I just don't really think you will be able to hold board very easily. With Kei's comeback, you could technically the level 0 is a bit better now, but I think without the Chika in particular, the Kei becomes a lot weaker.
Right.
So like you would probably still have to run like Ishigami, and that still doesn't quite feel like, that seems like a side grade to like just running the red runners and then the Ishigami. It doesn't feel like it's super powerful over what we had before in the previous restriction list. So the idea between this is you get to play, this package in tandem with each other, which like this plus this is super strong. And then you go into a level 1 where you play 1K once. And even though the Chika needs to reverse, hopefully you have enough advantage at level 0 that you can kind of not need to reverse and still be able to keep up. And then since you have this aggressive level 0, you can generate stock with a lot of frequency, and then you just play a Shogun to answer their level 2s. When you get to level 2, the game plan is basically the same.
Yeah.
But basically, foregoing Standby, because I don't think Standby is very good right now. So that's my take on like how to approach Kaguya deck building in this current meta, if you wanted to give yourself, I think, slightly better chances. I also did want to ask you basically the same thing, honestly, because this is our last game for the Rascal content block. So Rascal Set 2 came out a number of years ago in Japanese. So at this point, when we're getting it in English, I think it's already like 3 years old. And even for the time, Rascal Set 2 was not considered to be, a meta breaker. So what do you think about the set overall in the context of, you know, like, what if I want to play Rascal competitively in the current English meta? What do you think would be like the best way to go? Would it just be like a choice? Well, what do you think?
I think that all of the builds that you could potentially play each have their own strengths and weaknesses. So if we go over like each of the decks that we've gone through, so we've gone through the 8 choice build, we've gone through your book choice build, and then we've also played this one. The thing that I value the most out of the choice build specifically is that it has what I would consider to be the greatest ease of use and like consistency for like just getting into the game plan in the first place. So when you play things like the book combo, you have a lot of moving parts and your deck could potentially implode on itself. And then decks like the Kaede level 1, you run into the same problem that you said with the Kaguya deck, where this has to reverse. It's not exactly very high power. You're not pushing a lot of damage. It doesn't match up well into a lot of decks that are really prominent in the meta right now. So I think that going for the consistency floor is probably what I would value the highest out of that.
Yeah. I would probably agree for the most part. I think if, theoretically, we could find a build that can make the Futaba level 1 just very consistent, I think that can potentially get us a bit better win percentage, because it can have answers against, you know, the popular decks and has a really big power line. The Futaba gets to like 12k on attack, right? So basically, it's the trade-off of, if you do get the Futabas off, then generally speaking, I would probably value them better than mice. But the problem is, you know, getting them off in the first place. It's, like you said, a lot of revolving parts. So if we look at it on a bit more macro scope, it's the trade-off between, do you want a higher floor, but then you kind of face a bit of challenge between, you know, the mice not very big, you can't reverse 1/1s, or do you want a lower floor, which means that you have more chances to brick in terms of like the Futaba combo, but then if you do get it off, then you're basically wiping your opponent's board every turn. You can reverse those pesky 1/1s, and then you have a lot of deck speed because each copy that you resolve can mill up to 8.
Yeah, it's basically like in our first game that we played, I was able to just continuously just like play Mize and stay in a decently relevant position. But over the course of like multiple games, if you were to like play your Futaba deck, like I feel like probably like 2 or 3 of those games would probably just be lost like at level 1 for those games potentially, which is like not what you want going into like a 6-7 round tournament, right?
Yeah, I think it all depends on, you know, one's personal risk tolerance, I would say. It's like, do you want to give yourself better chances to win more matchups in exchange for running a deck that is a bit more, you know, inconsistent at level 1? Or do you want to play like a way more consistent level 1, but then like chances are you're going to like start losing board really quickly, and then you're basically like crashing a bunch. Another thing with a Futaba deck or like a Futaba game plan would be that you don't have room to fit in tech at level 0.
Right.
You have to fit on all these cards that, you know, help the Futaba game plan. So while I do think, because I've played the Futaba deck quite a bit at this point to try to kind of figure out a good level 0 line, so, you know, we can have a playable deck for the camera. And while it hasn't been too many times where I've actually missed Futaba combo, if you miss though, that's like super bad.
Yeah, especially like if your board looks like you have a brainstorm that you already tapped, and that means you only have one other back row slot to like maybe save a 1/0 Futaba, and then your other one you have to just kind of give it up, and then it turns your potential future turns even worse, because it's like, well, that 1/0 tool that I would have had normally is now gone.
Yeah, you basically, because like for example, if you go to level 1, you don't have climax, you basically just play like a bunch of zeros, and then you play like the level 1 stock charger. But then if you don't climax combo, like at the very least you can still go to level 2 and just hard play Futabas and play the book, and then hopefully you can recover that way, but it's not a super good look. But my overall opinion is if you are set on playing Rascal, it's like if this is just your favorite set and you want to play Rascal and you want to give yourself the best chance of winning, my personal opinion is that just go for the slightly more higher roll option, the Futaba. I think that can give you a lot better matchups against the relevant decks with like Quints and stuff. But accept the fact that you are playing a more inconsistent deck, and sometimes you will be at the mercy of RNG in your early game, and then you will sometimes just brick.
Yeah.
But if you want, again, it goes. I think I'm repeating it myself at this point. I think it's just your take on personal risk tolerance. But I think that's just the beauty of Weiss, right? If we had to bring Rascal, I think Randall would definitely take the my level 1, and I think if the set just had like a bit more extra tools, like a Salvage Brainstorm or something, I would definitely also take my level 1. But
yeah, not having Salvage Brainstorm is easily one of the biggest downfalls
of
this set.
Why don't we have a Salvage Brainstorm? Like, why did they give another? Why did they give the set another Brainstorm and it's just worse than the first one?
And it's red.
It's red. It's worse than the my Brainstorm is like if you have 3 or more memory, you can give one of your characters 500 cross turn. And you're just like, that does nothing.
Yeah. And then I guess as just one last closing note, since we did go over both of the decks, like big strengths and weaknesses, I do think that with this particular deck, the biggest strength is this card right here. It's always been this card right here.
Like when set 1 was basically a threat, it was just because of this card.
Yeah. Like this right here, like if you put this on the board, your opponent's just like the shooby bop.
Yeah. No, the meta changes, the meta evolves, but one thing stays consistent. If you can get Futaba to like 16-5, your opponent's just like, what?
Yeah.
Especially now that, things like Mushoku Tensei, which is probably one of the more relevant decks that can answer the Futaba easily because of the Ghislaine. Now that the Ghislaine's gone, because Mushoku Tensei is probably less popular, if you did want to play this Futaba standby package, you probably have one less enemy to go through.
Yeah, honestly, both of the public enemy number 1, which is the Shirogane that we saw today, and the Ghislaine, like both of those decks, not really super prominent in the competitive meta right now. So if this is the build that you want to play, something with like standby into a Futaba level 3, now is probably the best opportunity to get those games in.
Yeah, it's cool though because she also just hard counters Nino level 3. If you have a memory kit counter.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. Which, as you saw, I did have. I did have the memory kit counter. So, this counters Nino level 3 if they can't get big enough. Which is, like, that's a tall order. Memory kit counter with just one Koga is 17-5 that they have to beat over.
And the reasoning why it does counter Nino is because Nino activates the burn 3 at the end of her attack. But the end of attack doesn't actually happen until battle is resolved, which means by the time that Randall activates the memory kit counter and battle is resolved, the Nino will actually be sent to memory before she gets to go to the end of attack step of that battle, which means that she just can't activate effect.
Yeah, it's also useful against other end of attack effects, such as let's see, what other end of attack effect is like really prominent right now? Like the Tokyo Revengers. Well, it's good against Tokyo Revengers for
just
like
period.
A multitude of reasons. Yeah, because they need full board. And then as we mentioned, the Reiner deck needs full board.
Yeah.
So memory kit counter with a bodyguard says no to a lot.
You know
of
what would be super obnoxious if we did get a set 3 for Bunny Girl is if they gave like a hexproof support.
Ooh.
It's like instead of like this, maybe they give like an arm and brain assist, and then you're just like, okay, I am a 16-5 hexproof before counter, and then there's actually no counterplay.
Yeah.
At the very least, right now you can counterplay by just like bouncing the character. But yeah, that would be very scary.
Yeah. Oh, also slime choice, right?
Oh yeah, slime choice. Technically Tokyo Revengers choice. Mikey? Does Mikey activate end of attack?
Which Mikey?
The standby Mikey.
I
do not remember.
I think he might.
I think he is also end of attack too, huh? Yeah. Basically just stops any end of attack stuff, so.
Yeah.
If you want to play your opponent doesn't get to do any effects at the end of attack deck. Then Futaba's your girl, you know? Honestly, if you look at this deck in terms of like it's how similar it is to the previous deck, it's honestly not that different. You're playing a new climax combo at level 3, but then your core pieces are all the same. Like, set 2 did not give Standby like almost any support whatsoever, which is kind of a shame. But, you know, they wanted to go with the memory approach, they wanted to go with the experience approach, so that's just what we got.
I think probably this card is a pretty underrated contribution because it's a bottom deck bomb, which is really good in the current meta, and also mills 2.
Mill 2, so you have more standby targets.
Exactly, very, very important. And then we did also get a couple other new tools at level 1, which I don't believe neither of them we got to display in this game, but we have the 1-0 event, which is a mill 2, add the level salvage, and previously you would run like the top check 4, add 1, but that card was in blue. So with this card, it means that in those situations where you only have, let's say you like level to 1-0 and you have nothing in your clock now, you're able to play both your combo and play this, which is really nice. And then also the level 1 Sakuta, where he can rest himself to give 1500. Obviously very important when you have an on reverse combo, especially with one with as low base power as the Kaede. And then also he has the effect where you can sack him, discard a card to salvage any character. So
could even salvage another Kaede.
Yeah, really
opens up a slot for standby, pumps one Kaede, salvage another Kaede. Really solves the issue of not having a salvage brainstormer, honestly.
Yeah. So I definitely wouldn't say that they got like no tools, because I think that some of these cards are definitely very relevant.
I think these are just kind of good cards in general. And not specifically geared towards standby, but it definitely is very good in standby as well.
Like, I would definitely say that, like, in particular, these 3 and then the memory kit counter are probably...
Memory kit counter is huge.
Probably the biggest contributions to the deck with set 2.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's been quite a bit of a long post-game discussion, but I kind of just wanted to, you know, since this is a fairly old set, I wanted to let you guys know what our thoughts are on kind of approaching and a bit of like an outdated set with like a competitive mindset. Like, do you want to try to go for the floor? Do you want to go for the ceiling? And
do you want to go for the tech?
And you want to go for the tech, or what kind of tech do you want to go for, right? So, but yeah, I think that's about it. This has been Randall and Mike on the Tressa's Collectibles channel. Coming up, we will be doing the Dragon Maid content block. I believe Dragon Maid is the next set on the block. So that's going to have our favorite dragons and girl. Kobayashi and dragons. So yeah, I'm excited for that set. I've never played that set before, but I have a lot of friends that really like that franchise and have played it. So looking forward to getting my hands on that set for the first time. But other than that, this has been it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.